What's up guys, this is Xaashe and thank you for watching. Today I'm just showing you our recent clan war and I'm going to show you some of the top attacks that we've done and my two attacks. So if you can see here, we won 38 to 26 and we got full XP, and I'm going to show you attack number 3 and number 4 and also my attack on number 1. But an interesting thing about this war is for the first time we actually managed to get 3 stars on our first 6 attacks. So after 6 attacks we were on 18 stars, and we've never managed to do that before. So as you can see here, we managed to get 6 3-star attacks in a row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you Xaashe's attack on number 4. This was quite a good attack. So it's a Town Hall 9, but he only has, by the looks of things, 3 air defenses, so he probably went to Town Hall 9 recently. So yeah, what he does, he uses his earthquake spells, drop some golems, some wizards behind them, and from here on in you'll see that most of his troops started going towards the center. Now it is quite dangerous to have all your wizards run before your pickers and your heroes, but fortunately there weren't any giant bombs there. And round about now the pickers and the golems start taking the giant bombs out the way. So here most of his troops goes into the center. Now there a giant bomb takes out most of those wizards there, but there's still more than enough high hit point troops in the center there to actually keep on going. So as you can see here, his golems, his pickers, they're all in the center compartment. Now sometimes here people get stuck on the center compartment. Now what Xaashe does is he drops some archers around the edges. Lately I've been trying to use balloons. Like right now all the last defenses are shooting inwards, so then it would be a perfect time to drop some balloons at the top. So that's something that I've been doing recently, and it sort of works for me. I've actually managed to get 2 3-star attacks in wars using go wipe, but then balloons at the end of the attack. So as you can see here, he's gone through most of the defenses. There's only those 2 cannons left, and now he needs to sweep up, and he still has a wizard and a poison spell left. So if anything would pop up, then he'll be able to take it out. So there the golems head back to the last cannon, but he's got pickers going around, and he's got his queen at the top. So yeah, this was quite, and he even has his queen's ability left, or does he not? No, I'm not sure, but I think there he goes, gets the 3 stars. This was quite a good attack. He's number 5 and he attacked number 4. So let me quickly show you. Let's go back to the war events, and I'll show you my first attack that I did. I took out number 1, and before I start this one, this guy, he's maxed on defenses. Yeah, all the defenses are maxed, and all his walls are level 9 at least, and some of them is even level 10. So this is a maxed out Town Hall 9 sort of. Okay, the only thing that's not maxed out is that air sweeper at the top there. So what I usually try and do, and if you want to take like a safe 2-star, this is my army composition for a safe 2-star. I take 3 golems. I've got 1 in my CC, then 3 pickers and earthquake spells. So earthquake spells, I looked at where I can get to the town hall with opening up the most compartments. So I'll quickly show you here. The most compartments I think was just about this compartment where the air defense is in. So you just drop your 4 earthquake spells here, and usually it opens up most of the compartments there. So now I have access to the town hall. I must just now I don't want to drop all my golems in the right place. So there my 1 golem goes off to the side, 1 goes into the center, and I decided to just open up those compartments in case that happens. But this is very nice because now I've got this wall of wizards. The golems are all distracting most of the defenses, and now my picker and my king and my queen are moving straight into the center. So as you can see here, the secret is just to wait until you get close to the town hall before you drop your first rage spell. So here all my troops are heading in, and I use my first rage spell there. My king and a picker they are on the town hall there. I get the town hall already. Now my queen unfortunately did go off to the side instead of wandering behind the golems and the pickers, but from here on in I still had lots of troops left. So I've got 3 wizards and 2 minions and an archer, and I decided to bring those troops in case I run out of percentages, because I thought I'll be able to get to the town hall quite quickly. So here I drop some wizards while those defenses are all shooting inwards at that golem. So my wizards took out some of those buildings there and that archer tower. And then I think I dropped a minion. Where did I drop my minion? So here I already have the 50%, so I've got the 2-star. Let's have a look. I think I dropped a minion at the bottom here. So there, okay, there I drop a minion at the top there. Another one. I could have probably dropped the minion down here as well. I only see it now. And then I had 1 archer left, but I think there wasn't a place to drop the archer. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I think I actually dropped the archer then behind the wizard. There we go. Yeah, so this was a nice 2-star. I just thought I'll drop the poison spell just because I managed to get the 2-star and I was quite stoked about it. So there we go. That is usually my safety 2-star. If I have to go for 2 stars on their number 1 base, usually that is what I do. So I'm going to show you then the attack that I did on number 3. Now this guy is quite rushed. You know, his defenses are all maxed for Town Hall 8 still, and his walls are only maxed for Town Hall 6. So that is quite sad, you know. I don't know how people still not max their walls. But anyway, so the nice thing about this base, most of the defenses are all, you know, inside walls, all close to each other. So I expected the giant bombs to be on the outside. And so what I decided to do was to do a go hog for the, I think it's maybe the 2nd time in war. Previous time was also on like a Town Hall 8. So this is the first Town Hall 9 that I do a go hog on. And I saw that sweeper there, so I knew the one golem, I wanted to drop him close to the queen so that the queen actually gets lured by the golem. And then the other one I wanted to go towards the defenses to see if there's any giant bombs and stuff there. So there you can see a Tesla pop up. I drop my wizards and both my heroes, so they should take out the enemy queen. And then I just brought some wall breakers to get my golem in to distract more defenses. So that was the idea of their giant bomb takes off some of my wizards. But now I have my king at the top, and I have some wizards and archers at the top, and my queen is still alive. And lots of these defenses here are actually shooting at the golem, both golems. So this is the point where I thought, okay, there probably wouldn't be any more giant bombs there. So I decided to drop the hog part of this raid. So as you can see here, my hogs went into 2 compartments, and usually I'm not patient enough with my healing spells. So this time I did try to wait as long as possible. Now here, that healing spell on the left was quite nice, and the one on the right, the hogs came back into it. So here I saw all those Larrys, and I think eventually I dropped the poison spell on them, hoping that they would die off, because they do sometimes ruin a raid if there's lots of them locked onto your so there I actually decided to drop that healing spell before the bomb went off. So fortunately for me, didn't kill any of the hogs. So here now it's only structures left. Both my heroes are still alive. So this was a massive overkill. I still have a golem and 2 golemites left. So as you can see, this was quite an easy 3-star. But yeah, so this was the first time I do that, so I was quite proud of it, even though it's a very rushed Town Hall 9. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. So there we go. Now if you see there, a giant bomb was actually right there. So this guy had giant bombs all around his base, just on the outsides. So that was quite interesting. But anyway guys, so this was, I think, the 2nd war we won in a row. Now by the time we got to the last 2 hours, I told the rest of the clan they didn't have to sweep up all these bottom guys, so they all went for loot. But anyway guys, so this is we are in a current new war that's going to start in 2.5 hours. So we'll see how it goes. Let me just quickly show you guys our war log. So we've won 2 now. Before that, you know, so it's on and off. Now before we actually started doing back-to-back wars, we used to have like a run of 10 war wins long ago. But then, you know, with the XP coming in and stuff, we've been warring back-to-back, and yeah, we've been up against, since we've been level 5, since we've been level 4, we've been up against lots of level 5 and 6 clans, so that's why we haven't won many of them. But yeah, now we're level 5 clan, everything goes much better. But anyway, guys, so this is just the clan at the moment, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and maybe I'll bring some more war attacks if we get some nice ones in this current war that we are in. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Have a good one. Cheers.